Hello there, viewers of the Vanguard and kind. It is I, Kronos Phoenix, back with another Vanguard video today. I'm here with some, with a Connor.
Yep.
And we're going to be doing the first of the Neon Messiah Connor comparisons.
Yes. Dun 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 dun.
Yeah, you know that one series that's named after Connor but isn't really that good.
I mean, it's fine, but I mean, the fact was like, today might be a potential 2 recording day.
Alright. Also, another thing is, to all those people who are Muslim out there, it's Eid! Oh yeah, Eid Mubarak. Anyway, besides that, right. So we're gonna be comparing the Gold Paladin clan. What better way to compare than the Bluish Flame Limiter, Prominence Glare, and his old friend, Prominence Core.
Yeah. 2 evolutions. Fight.
But basically, we got the Prominence Core, which can superior call, with its superior calls, a copy of itself, or a copy of Aglavale while it's in Legion. Then it can gain 3,000 power and a critical, and this effect can stack. And its passive ability, and they're both, Prominence Glare. Well, if you, well, you want to explain Prominence Glare?
Sure. He can call one from the deck. Plus, he has a Legion skill where every time you call a unit, you can have us one drop a Bluish Flame card, and you gain a crit and the effective during the battle that this unit attacks. Your opponent can't call grade 1 or greater units to the Guardian Circle from their hand.
So basically what this means is you have the power to stack extra criticals, and then you have the power to stack not only a critical, but you can stop them from calling grade 1 or greater units.
Yeah.
But they both have the passive skill of being able to counterblast one, get rid of a fucking card, and superior call one from the top 4.
Yep.
So pretty much there's not really much self-explanatory. We're just looking at the ability to stack power and criticals against the ability to stack motherfucking crits.
Yeah.
As well as stopping me from being able to guard with the usual shit.
Yeah. And also, who has the strongest Aglavale?
I'm gonna be using Core for this one.
Yeah, and I'll be using the Glare.
This will probably be a real short video, unless you want to do one of the other clans while we're at it.
Yeah, legit. And we could just do one more, because I know the 2 cards we could just compare from, and they're both from the same set.
What, Breakdown Dragon and the Great?
No.
What?
It's the match one of the characters in the anime tried to pull off, but he kind of got burnt, shocked, and planted to death before he could try.
Oh, Blaster Joker and
Yep.
Wow, I tried that already. It's a freaking long-ass match. Double heads! Yeah, I draw. Bruno! You go.
I draw. I ride Zoran.
Using Zoran as well?
Yeah, and the Vanguard guards have saved me.
No guard.
Guard check. No trigger.
Damage check. Oh.
Your turn.
Ride. Go. Counterblast. 1, 2, 3. Superior call. Attack.
No guard.
Attack.
No guard.
Attack.
Guard.
Lose those 2 perfect guards, bitch.
I call Aglavale. Ride.
I hate my hand, just for the pure reason that I've got like 4 grade 3s in it.
Okay, I'm gonna check 3. Gain a unit. These back to the bottom. And then I call another Aglavale.
Call that full field.
I'll call this time. Go and then I will swap +1, draw 1. And the field is mine. 14.
Intercept and guard.
Okay. 14.
No guard.
Guard check. Draw trigger. Power to rear guard Aquavale and draw.
That's fine.
I 21 on Vanguard. Your turn.
Alright, Prominence killer. Call him Percival.
No, you called an air core.
We'll call them a core. It's still Percival. They're the same guy. Shut up. Counterblast. Retire. 1, 2, 3, 4. Superior call Zoran. Move Zoran to the soul. 1, 2, 3. Superior call. Anywho, let's see now. Percival will attack your Vanguard.
Guard.
Alright. Attack your Vanguard.
Guard and intercept.
Check. Stand trigger. Power to Percival and stand. Second check. Alright. Fallon will attack your Vanguard.
No guard. Draw trigger. Power to my Vanguard and draw.
Attack with Percival.
Guard. Crit.
Okay.
Draw. I ride Prominence player. Legion. Actually, give me a sec. Legion. These 4 cards back.
Didn't want the draw trigger, apparently.
Yeah. I need heavy superior call power.
Don't see why. Do you have no other bluish flames in your hand?
I'll use Goido's skill to move to soul check.
Top 3.
Yeah. Fine. I'll call Zoran. Then I will use the explosion blue effect to cancel +1, discard blue flame. Then Zoran's skill, move to soul check 3. I'll call Yosef. And use his skill to soul blast 1. And draw a card. And then I'll use Blair's effect again to count +1, discard for
Another explosion blue.
yeah.
Alright, you need to stop doing this, Connor. It's not fair.
16 to Vanguard.
Heal.
27k crit 3.
1.
Okay, come go first. Heal trigger. Power. Heal. Second. Power.
You're starting to ruin these comparisons by making me lose before I can actually get a skill off.
I'm sorry. The power was there.
Nah, but this is the second time you've done it. That's what I mean. Not much of a comparison if I can't really do anything.
Maybe you should try stack something so you could have legioned.
Oh yeah, really. Dropping cards intentionally so I can shuffle more grade 3s back into my deck after I had 4 in my fucking hand. Anyway, we'll go over Venom Dancer and Blaster Joker. So Venom Dancer is a card that allows you to counterblast 1 while there's another card in the center column and lock a back row unit. And then there's Blaster Joker, who can counterblast 2, Soul Blast 2, and lock your whole field and retire your mate. But also Blaster Joker has the ability of putting another copy of whatever's in the Vanguard circle into the soul and giving itself a critical, while Venom Dancer has its Legion skill, which allows it to restand anything that's equal to the number of knocked units that they have.
Yeah. So it's pretty much the strength of a Dark Mastermind with a strength of a Lonely Warrior.
Well, I'm going to be using Blaster Joker for this one.
Okay. And I'll go with the unbeatable force.
That is Venom, Dancer, Dark Zodiac. Apparently people are saying the best thing to go with is just Garnet Star, Blaster Joker.
Yeah, that's what I've heard and seen as well.
Anyway, flip, you're first.
I draw. Ride. Your turn.
Attack.
Guard.
Check, draw trigger.
Damage.
Fuck that Venom Dancer.
Ride. Attack 14.
No guard.
Guard check.
Damage check.
Your turn. Yeah, get all those photons and damage.
Really? Ride Dilaton. Attack your Vanguard.
No guard. Damage check, no trigger.
Your turn.
Alright, I ride Zodiac. 16.
No guard.
I'll go first. Crit. Second, nothing. Your turn.
Ride Blaster Joker.
Okay.
I'll attack your Vanguard.
I'll guard that for no pass.
Okay.
16 at your Vanguard.
I'll guard that for 2 to pass.
I'll go first. Second. Your turn.
And I'll attack your Vanguard.
No guard.
Check. Second check.
Damage.
Your turn.
I'll call field. 18 to Vanguard.
Not sure if you wanted to call that, but alright. Damage check. Draw trigger.
16.
Quintet wall.
Okay. One first. Second crit. All the rear guard. 21 crit 2.
Guard and God.
Your turn. Now this game will speed up.
Maybe. Maybe not.
You're still just won't have field.
Nah. It's because you're trying to get me to use Blaster Joker's skill before you, Legion. Not happening, bro.
Well, it's not that I just want that. I just want you to have a field.
Who needs a field? I don't need a field. Boosted. Put another copy of Blaster Joker into my soul and attack for crit.
No, discard.
Draw trigger. Second check. Your turn.
Yeah, 16.
Okay.
16.
All the Omega locking you aren't doing, by the way. Perfect guard.
With our first draw trigger, power draw, second check crit, all here. 28.
And now he's double sacking. Really, Connor? Really?
It's not my fault, okay? I can't control that.
You could control the explosion blue, though, couldn't you?
Yeah.
Majoran.
Mhm.
Boosted. Put another copy of Blaster's Joker into the soul. Attack your Vanguard.
To pass.
Draw trigger, power to Vanguard. Second check. Heal trigger, power to Vanguard. 2 damage, bitch.
Get there, check 1, 2.
Your turn.
Yeah, okay. I'm just putting my card back.
Waiting for you to Legion.
Okay, you don't have to wait long. There we go.
Good boy.
Yeah. So I'm going to discard a copy, lock that. Commence with the Legion skill.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'll counter +1 for raw unit to lock that unit. What is called this? 16.
Damage check.
25.
And 2 to pass.
Enter first. Second, draw trigger, power draw.
This hasn't been a single draw check where you haven't gotten a trigger.
Yes. Your turn.
Counterblast 2 and Soul Blast.
Okay. But wait, you can't lock anything. You have to lock a rear guard.
Oh, right. In which case, call this.
Okay. So let me just lock my field.
Fuck that, mate.
That's fine.
Also, I forgot to call Niobio beforehand, sorry.
Yeah, so you gain 10k.
15k on Niobio. Actually, no, it is 10k, you're right.
Yeah, it's only 2k boost. So it's 20 at my Vanguard.
Uh-huh.
Guard for 2 pass.
All those 5k guards in your hand. Attack.
Roll.
Your first mistake was trying to bait me into it.
Well, no, I just... Well, I mean, at least that back row will be locked. That's Omega locked.
Mm-hmm.
Rhino Zodiac. Put one of these back.
Remember when you did that strategy last time? Yeah, I don't either.
But yeah, but no, with those Omega locked, you have to lock the 4th rear guard.
That's if I want to relock them again.
Well, yeah, but no, those 3 back rows lock. Yeah, if you want to lock my field and return my meat again.
Mm-hmm. That's purely because I haven't Omega locked you.
Yeah. Legion real quick. Legion skill. Now discard Reaper to lock that.
Uh-huh.
20.
2 to pass.
First. Second.
That's a second grade 3 that's in your hand. Sure, I can lock a 5th rear guard. Go.
Okay.
I don't mind. I don't really care either. Attack.
Okay, no guard.
Crit. Second check. Heal.
Damage. Damage.
Just the tenacity of having your field locked for 2 turns indefinitely is just a bitch.
Yeah.
The whole point of Blaster Joker is how long you can extend extend at least some of their locks for, and then once they're unlocked, you just lock them again and start the whole grueling process again.
Yeah.
Whereas Venom Dancer, you pretty much have to keep them locked until Venom Dancer comes out, but because all your rear guards are locked, you didn't have any rear guards to deal with.
Yeah, I was just like, I couldn't curse death resurrection you.
Blaster Joker sort of supplies him his own thing. Blaster Joker does a lot better standing alone.
Yeah.
Pretty much, which Vanguard did best standing alone? Frickin' Blaster fucking Joker, bitch.
I mean, yeah, but I get you kind of had to keep getting copies, so a good way to build the soul would be to have something else Legion first.
There's also surviving the initial burst of Venom Dancer and then just Omega locking them afterwards.
Yeah.
But in any case, apparently Explosion Blue is a bitch because he decided to pull it off twice. I'd have survived that if he didn't pull it off twice. Dick.
It's fault. No, I gotta crit that trick check. Didn't I?
No, you didn't.
I know I got 2 triggers. One was a heal. What was the other one?
A draw, I think.
No, I got no trigger. I wrote what.
No, it was 2 heals.
Oh yeah. Okay, I can't remember. I know I got 2 triggers. I just can't remember which ones they were. Well, yeah. Well, yeah. No, yeah, no, you would have survived.
Yeah. I got 2 heal triggers on that damage check as well, but one of them was in the wrong fucking place.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that's our episode of Connor's Comparisons. Apparently, Core takes a bit too much time to set up.
Yeah. Like, and I would just, like, yeah, that's why I put the Zoron and the Aglaville back in with that Legion, so I could get more units to call, because I had 2 grade 3s in hand.
Mm-hmm. That you wanted to get rid of?
Yeah, I was just like, I don't need these. Feed!
I just kind of sick of how it's kind of annoying how Explosion Blue can be pulled off twice for extra criticals.
Well, yeah, but that's the price of having the heaviest cost along with not gaining power boost.
You could always just mix it with Corona Gal. You don't really need anything. You don't really need Guido in the deck.
Well, yeah, you don't need Guido, but Guido is just really good because it's just a cheap call to get Explosion Blue online.
Guido's better with Prominence Core, to be honest.
No, I say Glare. He's better in.
No, he's not. Bear in mind, Glare supplies his own Explosion Blue. All you need is the critical. Corona Gal just supplies you with all that power you get from Superior Calling even more times. If you ditch the Guido, you can just run Lawful Trumpeter.
Well, yeah, I do have Lawful Trumpeter.
Mm-hmm.
But no, the reason I say that is because the fact that the way for me to gain my crits is I have to discard my grade 3s in there. They don't really mass call as any of the bluish one grade 3s. Or you can run other grade 3s that let you mass superior call in Legion or Corngal to get power boost.
Well, yeah, but like I'm saying, Guido's good in Core if you're not using other stuff like Coil.
Yeah.
If you're not using Coil in Core, then what's better is to use Guido because you can search out more copies of that Aglavale that you're looking for.
But Coil is shit.
Uh-huh. Yeah, but it was my Belly and Lud deck with Coil. It was hilarious. Sad, but hilarious. Anyway, so we'll see you later. This is me, Kronos Phoenix.
And me, Chronos Dragon.
And we're signing out. Thanks for watching.